together and gets after it. And, you only got 10 girls and you got some injuries, and they fight like hell. But, unfortunately, we went to Bluffton Wednesday night and laid an egg. We didn't shoot well, 21% beyond the arc, and didn't put the ball in the hole. But, we played okay. But today's game, we lost in triple overtime up there. That was a hard-fought game. We lost a couple players in one of the overtimes. I can't remember which one, but one came back, and, neither team had a stellar of a third overtime period. They scored 4 and we scored 2. So I think both teams were exhausted, but I have to say we're pretty evenly matched if you've watched that game, and we'll see. Hopefully we can keep our wits about us and play some good basketball today.
Well, when you go back to that triple overtime game, that was my next question. Boy, it just seemed like it was a battle of who was going to be able to make it to the finish line, and it eventually was Defiance. But the turning point in that was not only the fact when Cameron McCool went down with the concussion and had to leave the ball game, but also when Chloe Jansen fouled out of the contest also. Yeah,
that definitely hurt us when Chloe fouled out. I reviewed that tape, and I think there were some fouls called that I just couldn't believe. And, I know we give...
Now watch it, you're going to get fined.
That's okay. We give officials a hard time, but they got to understand that they're human too, and I get that. But, we're just not consistent across the board, I think, with what we call. And I get the toughest call in basketball is the block charge. But there's a lot of inconsistency there, and that's across the board. But, when Chloe went down, it took away our point guard, it took away our playmaker, the girl who can distribute the ball, and that's what we lose when she is not on the floor. But, we're looking for her to come back and play stronger. She got a couple ticky-tack fouls, like I said early in that game. A couple games she's done that, but she's maintained her composure, and just up there at Defiance, she just didn't do it and got her 5th foul. When she went out, we still fought hard. We played well. Obviously, we went to 3 overtimes, but then, when Kinsey went out and couldn't come back, that hurt us with some shooting power. But then Cameron was able to come back still, though. She was concussed, and obviously the signs of the concussion didn't come out until after about an hour after the game. And, she probably shouldn't have been playing, but it is what it is. And, you lost because Cameron hit a couple 3 threes up there that game, and that was big. But, the girls are going to rally around each other. They're going to stick with each other. They're going to play hard for today because of what day it is.
Well, when you look at this team, Dan, and you look at what your girls have done this year, you've got to be proud with what they've done. But when you come into today, this is kind of the start of the tournament trail because Defiance has got a lot to play for today also.
Oh, absolutely. They're sitting 6 and 7, I believe, right behind Franklin. I don't know if they beat Franklin the first time or not, but I know we did, and Franklin's going to look for that revenge factor coming in a couple weeks. But this one's the one we got to eyeball, and Defiance, it's big for them. It could give them, I don't know if they're automatically being with a win, but it certainly solidifies their opportunity to be 4 through 6. And I feel personally it's the same way for us. And if we can win, I think it puts another notch towards the tournament, which is one of our goals. And for a young team, I would love that to happen.
Steinbrenner, their freshman guard, was a big scorer for them in the first game, the triple overtime game. How do you stop her today?
Don't put her at the free throw line. We fouled her quite too often up there, and she shot, I think, in just the 3 overtime, she might have scored 12 points alone. We got to be smarter than that. We have to make those adjustments to what officiating is being called and keep her off the free throw line. And, kudos to her. She made her free throws, and that's where she won the game. She hit a couple big shots, but I can't remember the girl who hit a couple big threes for them to put them in overtime. I think it was 45. Yeah, she was a pretty good ball player. Lefty, she stroked it twice, one time with a girl in her face to put it in that 3rd overtime, and everybody asked, well, did you think about fouling? Yeah, we did, but they couldn't hear us on the floor. We wanted to foul and put them on the free throw line, being down 3 with under 6 seconds. We thought we would take our chance that way, but we never got it done.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
Well, as you heard Dan say, this is about as important a ball game as you can get if you are a Lions fan. They need to win this ball game here this afternoon and start winning some ball games down the stretch. Really, this is a tournament game for both teams. Defiance needs this one just as much as Mount St. Joseph does. And if this game is anything near what the game was back on January 18th, folks, you're in for a classic, a triple overtime game originally. And they are getting ready to play here this afternoon at the Harrington Center. I'm Dave Mitchell. The starting lineups and the opening tip-off of Game 2 of our doubleheader coming up next on UltimateSportsTalk.com. You've been listening listening to the Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers pregame show. A look at today's Lions basketball game. Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers, located at 119 Fairfield Avenue in Bellevue, Kentucky. Call 866-219-0672. Mount St. Joseph College basketball is next on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
At Mount St. Joseph, we're on a mission to make sure every single student succeeds in their career. In fact, 98% of our undergraduates are working in their field within 6 months of graduation. Discover the Mount at msj.edu/admissions.
The following is a special sports presentation of UltimateSportsTalk.com. UltimateSportsTalk.com now presents Mount St. Joseph Lions College Basketball. Today's game is brought to you by Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers at 866-219-0672. And in part by the Wishbone Tavern on Delhi Avenue. Iron sharpens iron. Call now at 513-383-9773. The Mount St. Joseph University and Minutemen Staffing in Cincinnati. Call 513-579-0010. Mount St. Joseph University College Basketball is a presentation of UltimateSportsTalk.com. Now let's go to the floor for this Lions game. Basketball time here from the Harrington Center on the campus of Mount St. Joseph University. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dave Mitchell. Game 2 of the doubleheader here this afternoon between the Mount St. Joseph Lions and the Defiance Yellow Jackets. This time, it's women's basketball. And, of course, today on Mount Madness, it is Honor Lauren Hill Day. And right now, out at the center floor is the parents of Lauren Hill, Lisa Hill, and her father. And of course, Lauren realized her dream on November 2nd, taking the court, playing in a college basketball game. And right now we are listening to the honoring of her parents and Lauren and the Club 22 and Forever 22. Unfortunately, we can't pick it up as well as we would like to, as we are perched high above here at the Harrington Center. But nonetheless, talking a little bit more about Lauren Hill and what she had done for Mount St. Joseph University. Dan Benjamin, of course, the coach of the Lions, who talked a little bit about that in the pregame show this afternoon. And she has been a staple around here, just the thoughts and memories of Lauren since her passing 5 years ago. And the Forever 22 Club has raised over $2.2 million for pediatric cancer research. And as of today, Lauren's legacy, along with the Cure Starts Now, has raised almost $4.7 million for brain cancer research. So that has really gone well. Dan, I know, has been a big part of that, along with Lisa Hill. Her mother has really tried to get that foundation and has really worked hard to be involved with that and raise as much money as they possibly could for cancer research. Of course, this game normally would be played at Xavier University at the Cintas Center, but that has not happened this year. Next year, they're thinking of making it a more gigantic celebration here at Mount St. Joseph University. This afternoon's ball game will feature the Defiance Yellow Jackets, 7-13 overall, 6-7 in the Heartland Conference. Defiance 1-9 on the road coming into this one. They won on Wednesday night at home against Manchester, 64-51. And, of course, this will be their fifth meeting with the Lions in the last 2 years. They met 3 times last year, twice in the regular season and once here in the Heartland Conference quarterfinal game. And right now, Defiance has won 3 compared to just 1 against the Lions. The last time these two teams met was on January the 18th, and right now a standing ovation for the Hills here at the Harrington Center. And all that they have done, hopefully we can talk with Lisa Hill at halftime coming up here in this afternoon's ball game. But as I was saying, these two teams met on January the 18th up in Defiance, and Defiance came away with a triple overtime win, 84-82 over the Lions in that ball game. The Lions are down on the all-time season series to Defiance. The Yellow Jackets have won 30 of the 43 meetings that these two teams have had, so the Lions have won 13. The Lions are coming in off of a loss at Bluffton on Wednesday night, 57-48. And coming into this afternoon's ball game, the Lions at home are 3-6, and they will play Transy on Wednesday night, and that will be down in Kentucky. And that is the reason that this game is so important for the Lions, is because Transy, as of last week, was the 6th-ranked team in the country, not just in the Heartland Conference, but in the country. And when you look at the standings in the Heartland Conference, as far as women's basketball is concerned, Transy is on top of everything with a 13-0 record, and then Hanover is at 12-1. Franklin comes in at 7-6. We want to pause for a moment of silence. For our national anthem. In the rafters, as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, by the Mount St. Joseph Band. As we were saying, the Heartland Conference standings coming into this afternoon's ball game. Transylvania on top of everything at 13-0. Then comes Hanover at 12-1. Franklin at 7-6. Then Defiance is at 6-7. That's your top 4 teams. Then 5, 6, and 7 are all jumbled because there's a 3-way tie between Bluffton, Manchester, and Mount St. Joseph, each at 5 and 8. So a victory here this afternoon over Defiance would really give the Lions a heads up on getting a postseason berth and maybe even hosting a basketball game. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for this afternoon's contest. First of all, for the Defiance College Yellow Jackets here this afternoon. And let's take a look at their starting lineups as they are the visiting team on the scoreboard. They will start out at one guard, number 32, Taylor Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner, a 5'6" forward. She's averaging 7.3 points per ball game. At the other guard will be number 24, Taylor Day. Day, a 5'8" sophomore. She's averaging 8.9 points per ball game. In the backcourt will be Nicole Sims, number 3. Sims is a 5'3" freshman, averaging 2.3 points per ball game. Josie Wolf, will be in the middle, number 25. Wolf is a 6'1" freshman. And at the other forward this afternoon will be Brianna Townley. Townley, number 45. She is a 6-foot freshman, averaging 5 points per ball game. starting out for the Mount St. Joseph Lions. They will go with Chloe Jansen, number 24, a 5'7" freshman, averaging 11 points per ball game. Haley Scott will be at the other forward. She's number 33, a 5'7" sophomore, averaging 3.5 points per contest. In the middle is Aaliyah Huff, number 44, a 6-foot junior, averaging 6 points an outing. And at the guard positions will be Jaleel Fair-Harris. Fair-Harris, number 5. She is a 5'6" junior. And Maddie Haberthy at the other guard, number 3, a 5'5" junior, averaging 17 points per ball game. So it is Jansen, Huff, Haberthy, Fair-Harris, and Scott for the Lions under head coach Dan Benjamin. In his 6th year, 47 wins against 100 career defeats. He is assisted by Abby Fechter. Alan King, the head coach of Defiance, he is in his 2nd year, 17 wins against 30 career defeats for Alan King Jr. and the Defiance Yellow Jackets. In the center circle, set to get this one underway, Josie Wolf for Defiance and Aaliyah Huff. Lions in their home gold uniforms with dark blue numerals and lettering and white trim. And for Defiance, they're in their dark gray uniforms with gold numerals and lettering and purple and gold trim. We are set to go. Lions will be going from left to right across your computer screen to start out this first quarter of action. Ball in the center circle. Huff gets the tip but puts it into the backcourt, and it's taken by Sims, and we are underway here at the Harrington Center. On the right side, Wolf gets it off on the left-hand side, and it goes over to Nasha Speed, who started the ball game. Underneath pass goes inside on a nice feed into Josie Wolf, and she's got 2 in the ball game and gives Defiance the early 2-0 lead. Wolf did not score in that 3 overtime affair on the 18th. Chloe Jansen the other way. She's going to throw up her runner on the glass. No good, but she's fouled on the way to the bucket. And the foul will be called on Nisha Speed. That is her first, and the first against Defiance as a team. Saw Chloe Jansen and Haley Scott before the ball game. Said, please don't go into triple overtime in this one. They said they don't want to, but boy, were they focused and ready to go. Jansen hits the free throw. That's her first point of the ball game. Cuts the lead to 2-1, and then Jansen hits the second one and ties the ball game up at 2 apiece. And we've just begun, just a half a minute into this one. Bringing it across will be Sims into the front court. She runs the point for this Defiance team. Kicks it out to Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner left of the lane to the free throw line. Bounce pass underneath, stolen away by Aaliyah Huff. Huff will get it up the floor, into the front court to Jansen, behind the back dribble, into the left corner to Scott, out front to Harris. Harris kicks it back outside to Maddie Haberthy. She'll dribble with the left hand, get it off to Scott. Left baseline from the corner. Got it! Haley Scott has got 3, and the Lions lead it at 5-2. Harris is going to put some pressure on Sims, and she'll bring it across the timeline from right to left. On the right-hand side, it goes to Day. Day back out front to Speed. Speed hands it off to Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner kicks it back out to Day. Bounce pass underneath, knocked free, stolen away again by Aaliyah Huff. She'll get it up the floor to Jansen into the front court. Chloe leads the break into the right corner to Maddie Haberthy. She'll dribble up to the top of the circle and off to the left-hand side of the front court with a right-hand dribble. Now to Aaliyah Huff as they set up the offense. Haberthy tried to put up the shot, blocked by Wolf out of the air. Wolf got it back, feeds it off to Sims. Sims bounce pass on the left-hand side to Steinbrenner for the layup up and in. Steinbrenner with her first 2 off the block shot by Josie Wolf, and it's 5-4. Lions lead it by a point. Into the front court, Harris will bring it across from left to right. Harris with the basketball on the left sideline to Chloe Jansen. Jansen back out to Harris, looking down low. Pump fake, she's going to drive right to the lane, spins into the lane, lays it up with the left hand, off the glass and rim, no good. Huff got the rebound, but it fell to the floor. Tyler Day then picked it up for Defiance and clears it off to Steinbrenner into the front court. Steinbrenner with the left-hand dribble, guarded by Haberthy as the Lions in the man-to-man. On the left-hand side, Day, left baseline, it goes to Speed, now back out front to Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner guarded by Haberthy. Around a pick by Speed, but Haberthy got through it. Now to Sims. Sims drives the lane, lays it up with the left hand. No good. Rebound loose on the baseline, on the sideline, I should say, and it's picked off by Nicole Sims. Sims with the offensive rebound gets it back out to Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner left of the circle, all alone for 3. Hit the front iron. No rebound, chased out of bounds into the corner, and it will go back to the Lions as Wolf could not get there in time to save it inbounds. 7:17 to go in period number 1. 5-4, the Mount on top of it in this very important Heartland Conference game. Into the front court comes Chloe Jansen, top of the key to the left elbow, goes off to the left wing to Jaleel Fair-Harris, threw up an air ball, and it goes out of bounds back to Defiance. Coming into the ball game, Mackenzie Markham, who was our halftime guest of the men's game. She checks in, leaving Jaleel Fair-Harris. Cameron McCool, who left the ball game with a concussion on the 18th, is into the contest. And leaving is Haley Scott after hitting that 3. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Defiance brings it up. Lions in the man-to-man. Speed gets the pass from Sims. Now on the left-hand side, Steinbrenner dribbles down to the left block on the baseline. Back out front to Sims. Sims top of the key on the right wing. It goes to Day. Day into the circle. Now into the lane. Kicks it back to Wolf. Top of the key to Steinbrenner for 3. Got it. So Steinbrenner has got 5 in the ball game, and Defiance has regained the lead at 7-5. Into the front court, Jansen, sideline left, Haberthy. Haberthy looking down low, goes back out front to Jansen, jabs right, goes left, picks up the dribble. Now pivots, can't get it for anybody, and finally finds Haberthy in the left corner. Back out front, Jansen with 6:15 remaining to go in the first quarter. Jansen, crossover dribble all the way to the hole, lays it up with the left hand. Nope, but a foul will be called on the way to the bucket, and that will be on Taylor Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner picks up her first personal foul, and that is the second against Defiance as a team here in the first quarter. So line right again will be Chloe Jansen. And she hits the free throw, so she's 3 for 3 from the line for all 3 of her points. 6:10 remaining to go in the first quarter. Second one by Jansen, line right. Good again. Chloe, 4 points in the first quarter. And we're knotted up at 7 apiece. Into the front court comes Sims. Bounce pass to Day on the right-hand side. Day bodied up by Jansen. On the left-hand side to Nisha Speed. Gets it off to Sims. Sims left of the lane. Spins. Gets it back out front on the right-hand side to Steinbrenner for the right wing 3. No good. Rimmed out, and the rebound taken down by Taylor Day. Day gets it back out front to Sims, and they'll reset the offense for Defiance. Defiance a couple of big offensive rebounds early in this ballgame. Sims trying to get the basketball to Steinbrenner, but couldn't do it. Gets it off to Day. Bounce pass underneath to Josie Wolf. One dribble. She's fouled going up to the bucket. And the foul is committed by Cameron McCool. That will be her first and the team first here in the ballgame. 5:35 remaining. Going line left will be Josie Wolf. And now, before that happens, Steinbrenner is going to leave the ballgame. Lexi Sparks will come in. And also Brianna Townley will come in for Speed. So Sparks and Townley into the ballgame. Townley had 18 in the first matchup. She's averaging 5 a game. Sparks had 8, which is exactly her average. And Wolf missed the first free throw. She came in shooting 44% from the stripe, and in the first ball game she was 0 for 2, and now she's 0 for 2 again as she misses both free throws. And the rebound taken down by Cameron McCool. She gets it up the floor to Jansen, bounce pass to McCool, left of the circle, bounce pass on a nice feed underneath to Carly Dalton, laid it up and in on the back door. Boy, Dalton has been playing with a lot of confidence as of late and giving some great minutes off the bench to Dan Benjamin. She's got 2, and the Lions lead it 9-7. Into the front court, Sims takes it all the way to the hole, laid it up no good, but Wolf got the rebound today. 15-footer, right wing jumper, no good. Rebound loose on the baseline, saved in by Jansen, but she was out of bounds when she touched it. Boy, Defiance really crashing the offensive boards. Really making a concerted effort at hitting the glass on the offensive end. Into the ballgame now for Defiance is Kaylin Pickens. Pickens in, and out of the ball game is Sims on the inbounds pass. Nice feed to Wolf, and Wolf lays it up and in. Wolf has got 4, and we're tied up again, this time at 9. Jansen with 4:49 remaining to go in the quarter. Gets it off to McCool, back to Jansen. Jansen left wing, and a reach-in foul will be called on Taylor Day. Day with her first personal, and we're going to get the mid-quarter media timeout. We got a timeout on the floor, 4:44. 4s are wild here in the first quarter. Your score, it is Mount St. Joseph 9, Defiance 9 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
At Mount St. Joseph University, our mission is to provide students with an affordable, world-class education in a safe, comfortable, private school setting. Nearly 100% of our incoming undergraduate students receive scholarships, grants, or financial aid. And with small class sizes and a 98% undergraduate career placement rate, the Mount leads the way in educational value and student success. Discover your potential. Discover the Mount at msj.edu/admissions.
Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community. Open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10. Well, after that media timeout, Mount St. Joseph has the basketball out underneath their own bucket. They inbound the ball to McCool, left wing, and she hands it back off to Chloe Jansen. Jansen dribbles out near the center circle with the basketball, bounce pass to McCool, left of the circle. McCool hands it off now to Jansen, dribbles left of the lane, got the shot blocked, partially blocked. Jansen tried to knock it out of the air, and it goes right into the hands of Taylor Day. Day will bring it up the floor. She trips, falls down, ball loose on the floor, and it's going to be a foul called on Chloe Jansen, coming over the top, I guess, on Day when she lost the basketball. Interesting call because both players were just going for the ball, but nonetheless, Day will leave the ball game now, and checking in for Defiance will be Liz Martin. She had 6 in the first outing. Martin, a 5'5" senior, averaging 3.5 a game. Bounce pass Pickens, goes on the right-hand side to Sparks. Now back out front on the right wing. Brianna Townley put up the shot from the right wing. No good. Check out, that was Lauren Kriblins with the shot. And the foul will be called against Defiance. And that foul is on Kaylin Pickens, her first, and that's the 4th against Defiance as a team. Boy, Alan King Jr. goes deep on his bench. He's already played 10 girls. Into the front court comes Haberthy. Bounce pass left of the circle to Cameron McCool, looking for the back door. Gets it out to Haberthy, top of the key for the 3. Missed everything, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Back to Defiance. And 3 air balls in this game shot by the Lions, which is abnormal for them. Defiance with the basketball. Pickens gets a bounce pass on the right-hand side, and it goes to Liz Martin. Martin gets it on the left-hand side to Sparks. Sparks drives the lane, put it up, no good, and Carly Dalton got the rebound. Dalton will get it up the floor to Maddie Haberthy into the front court from left to right. Haberthy top of the circle, around a pick set by McCool, down to the right wing. Haberthy down to the right baseline, kicks it back out to McCool. McCool double teamed into the lane, spins into the lane, forces up a shot off the glass and rim, no good. Rebound out of bounds, last touch by Carly Dalton. It'll go back to Defiance. 3:24 remaining. We're still tied up at 9 apiece. Into the ball game now is Maggie Schoolfield. Schoolfield checks into the ballgame for the Lions. Mackenzie Markham out on the floor with Haley Scott, Maddie Haberthy, and Carly Dalton. With it on the right-hand side, Liz Martin. Martin goes off to Brianna Townley. Townley kicks it off on the right-hand side to Martin. Pump fake, gets it on the right wing for the long three-point shot by Alexi Sparks. No good, and the rebound taken down by the Mount. Bringing it up is Haberthy. Crossover dribble. Left wing, it goes to Schoolfield, into the lane, all the way to the hole. Laid it up, and around the rim won't go, and the rebound taken down by Brianna Townley. Boy, Schoolfield did everything right there except get the ball to go in the bucket. With it is Pickens. Bounce pass to Liz Martin. Back out front, and it goes to Townley. Townley spins to her left, gets the ball off to Pickens. Bounce pass Sparks. Sparks down on the baseline. She'll drive the lane, lay it up and in on the baseline. Sparks with her first 2 of the ball game. And Defiance has taken an 11-9 lead. Bounce pass. Scott gets the ball. Check that. Moody gets the ball to Maddie Haberthy. Put up the shot, no good. And the rebound taken down by Kaylin Pickens. Pickens brings it up, leading it by 2. Maddie Haberthy right now is scoreless in this ball game, which is unusual for the Lions. With Pickens left of the circle, gets it back off to Townley on the right-hand side. Liz Martin. Martin dribbles down to the right baseline. Hook pass goes to the free throw line to Lauren Kribbles. Kribbles back out to Liz Martin for three from the right wing. No good. Rebound loose on the baseline. Saved in by Carly Dalton into the hands of Haberthy. Haberthy will bring it the other way from left to right. All the way to the bucket. Lays it up and in. Boy, the middle just opened up like the Sea of Gibraltar. And with 1:40 to go, the Lions have tied it up again at 11. Into the front court. With it is Townley on the left-hand side. Sparks dribbles down inside the arc. Now back out front and goes to Pickens. Pickens dribbles right of the lane. Kicks it back to Liz Martin. Top side. On the left wing, it goes to Sparks. Trying to feed a pass underneath. Nice feed underneath. Goes to Townley. No good. Townley got her own rebound. Laid it up and in. Townley with the offensive glass, and it's 13-11. Defiance with the lead again. Haberthy brings it up with 1:05 to go in this first quarter. Schofield on the right wing. Back out front to Haberthy. Long three. Top side by Maddie, and it goes out of bounds. Back to Defiance again. Minute left to go in the first quarter of play. Chloe Jansen comes into the ball game, and Rachel Moody will get a breather. And also back into the ball game for Defiance. See who checked in. Steinbrenner is back into the ball game. Haley Scott will come in at the next dead ball for the Lions also. With it is Liz Martin. Top of the key, Townley. Townley looking, trying to get the ball to Nicole Sims, who just checked in. Sims, top side, goes back over to Kribbles. Kribbles back into the right corner to Townley from 12 feet. Right side, got it. Townley had 18 in the first game. She's got 4 here this afternoon, 15-11. Defiance with the lead. Jansen, top side, bounce pass goes to Dalton, back over to Jansen. Jansen hands it off to Haberthy. Haberthy's going to drive left side, lay it up with the left hand, way too hard over the rim, and the rebound taken down by Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner gets the basketball. Lions are being out-rebounded right now, 7-2. Into the front court. Sims with the basketball, 10 on the game clock. Shot clock is off. Sims top of the circle. Bounce pass to Kribbles. Underneath pass on a nice feed to Steinbrenner. She lost it out of bounds after missing the shot, and it will stay with Defiance with 1.6 seconds left to go. Now Cameron McCool is going to be rushed to the bench. Josie Wolf has just checked in for Defiance. Boy, both these coaches playing it right down to the last 1.6 seconds. Putting it in play is Sims. Inbounds the basketball to Wolf. She put it up in the circle and got it. Wolf got the bucket to go right inside the lane. She's got 6. Your score at the end of the first quarter of play from the Harrington Center. It's Defiance 17, the Mount 11 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Life should be enjoyed, so get up and start. At Iron Sharpens Iron Personal Training, they develop a healthy relationship with you and provide a positive, encouraging environment to train. The staff at Iron Sharpens Iron will set up a personal training system that fits you and you alone. And your first session is free. Are you ready to have fun and get in shape? Iron Sharpens Iron serves the greater Cincinnati area. Check them out at isi-pt.com. That's isi-pt.com. Or call them today at 513-748-1538. Minutemen Staffing in Cincinnati has been helping companies large and small meet their production challenges for over 35 years. What makes Minutemen Staffing different? The people. Minutemen Staffing has learned never to take a customer for granted. We feel a sense of honor and humility giving you an opportunity to work. Learn what sets us apart from the other staffing agencies. Minutemen Staffing, located in Fairfield at 6600 Dixie Highway. Minutemen Staffing. Call today, 579-0010.
Chloe Jansen leading the way for the Lions with 4 points. Haley Scott with 3. Maddie Haberthy 2. And for Defiance, they are being led by Josie Wolf, who's got 6 points, including that buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter. And 5 points going to Taylor Steinbrenner to lead the way for the Yellow Jackets. They lead it by 6, 17-11. Lions will have the basketball to start the second quarter of play, and they inbound the ball from Harris into Jansen, down by 6. With it is Jansen right of the circle underneath the Huff. Huff gets it off to Haberthy, kicks it off to Scott. Left baseline for the 3, got it. Scott has got 6. Lions cut it to 3, 17-14. Into the front court comes Sims. Plays with that big knee brace on her left knee. Down rebound to Day on the baseline. She lost it out of bounds, but they're going to say that Jansen was the one that last touched it. So Defiance will have it right at their own bucket on the baseline. Sims will put it in play. Sims looking underneath. Can't find anyone. Now gets it out front to Day. Day into the lane. Throws up a scoop shot. It'll go, and she's fouled. Bucket will count. And the foul will be called on Maddie Haberthy, her first. And the first against the Lions as a team. Steinbrenner's got, or Cheka Day, has got her first 2 of the ball game. And she'll go line right, shooting 73%. Put it up, no good. And the rebound taken down by Chloe Jansen out of crowd. Jansen will bring it up from left to right into the front court. Top of the key, bounce pass to Huff right of the lane. Back to Haberthy, right sideline. Outside it goes to Chloe Jansen between the circles. Bounce pass to Huff, back to Jansen, all alone. Top of the key, 3, no good. And the rebound taken down by Josie Wolf. Boy, Wolf a lot more active in this game than she was 3 weeks ago. Bringing it up the floor is Sims, guarded by Jaleel Fair-Harris. Sims shut off by Harris, backs it out near the timeline on the right-hand side. It goes to Steinbrenner, right baseline to Wolf, back to Steinbrenner on the left baseline. To Sims, put up an air ball, pulled out of the air, though, by Wolf. Wolf with 7 on the shot clock, top of the key, Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner with it on the right-hand dribble, knocked the ball away, and a foul is going to be called on Jaleel Fair-Harris for the block. And that'll be the first foul against Jaleel and the second foul against the Lions as a team. 19-14 your score. Putting it in bounds is Sims. Underneath her own bucket, inbounds pass to Steinbrenner. Blocked out of the air and grabbed out of the air by Jansen. Great play by Chloe. Gets it up the floor on the run. Left baseline, Haberthy for the 3 in the corner. Got it! Haberthy's got 5, and the Lions have cut the lead down to 2 now at 19-17, 8:20 to go in this first half. Bringing it up is Sims. Sims around a pick by Wolf. Left of the lane, down into the left corner to Steinbrenner for the 3. Got it. Steinbrenner's got 10 in the ball game on 2 threes, and it's 22-17 Defiance. Jansen to the top of the circle. Bounce pass left of the lane. It goes to Huff. Huff dribbles out near the 3-point line. Gets it off to Haley Scott. Left wing to Jaleel Fair-Harris. Now to Maddie Haberthy. Haberthy between the legs dribble. Now between the circles. Haberthy looks up at the shot clock. 10 on that. Haberthy with a right-hand dribble. Gets shut off right of the lane. Now back out front to Harris. Harris over to Haberthy. All alone. Dribbles inside the arc. Put it up from 16. No good. And the shot clock went off and the ball didn't hit the rim. And it will stay with Defiance. That is 5 turnovers in the ball game against the Lions. Unofficially, of course. Our score sheet here. Now it appears to be working. And we can get you official stats now in this game. On the left-hand side, Steinbrenner had the 3, spun it in and out, and the rebound taken down by Aaliyah Huff. Bringing it into the front court is Jansen. Top of the key, left of the lane, spins into the lane, threw up the shot. No, but she's fouled by Taylor Day. Day will pick up her second personal foul. And that is the first against Defiance as a team. Lions right now being out-rebounded by 9, 17-8. We told you that was really a big sticking point for the Lions. Defiance only 2 turnovers, while the Lions have only committed 1. Going line right, Jansen, put it up and in. She has 5 in the ballgame. Chloe fouling out of that triple overtime affair in the third overtime against Defiance was really a key ingredient. That shot no good. Jansen came in and got her own rebound, though, and gets it back outside to Maddie Haberthy. Inside to Huff. Turnaround, 5-footer off the glass and in. Aaliyah Huff with her first 2. Lions have cut it to 2. 7:05 to go in this first half. Sims will bring it across the timeline into the front court. Gets it off to Nisha Speed, who's back in. Bounce pass goes to Liz Martin to the free throw line. Pulls up from 15. No good up the side iron. Rebound, Haley Scott chasing down on the baseline. Gets it up the floor into the front court to Jansen. Jansen is going to take it all the way to the hole. Scoop shot, laid it up too hard. Rebound loose on the baseline. Wolf had it, then knocked it out of bounds, and it was last touched by Aaliyah Huff. Actually, Huff touched the basketball while she was standing out of bounds. So that'll give it back to Defiance on the back baseline. 6:42 remaining. Lions shooting 35% from the field, while Defiance 42%. Nice speed. Bounce pass went right through the legs of Steinbrenner and out of bounds. That's the third turnover of the ball game against Defiance. Now rushing to the scorer's table is Lexi Speed, and leaving will be Steinbrenner. 6:32 remaining. The Mount St. Joseph men defeated Defiance this afternoon. Broke their 3-game winning streak. 3-game losing streak, I should say. On the right-hand side, Mackenzie Markham. Markham looking for someone, dribbles top of the key, left of the lane, back out front. It goes to Haley Scott. Scott gets it over to Chloe Jansen. Jansen with it, 6:05 remaining to go. Jansen's going to pull up right of the circle, 3. Spun it in and out, no. Aaliyah Huff got the rebound, back up and in. Huff's got 4. We're knotted up again at 22 this time. 5th time in the first half we've been tied. Up the floor, Sparks. Sparks around a pick by Speed. Feeds it on the right side, and it's saved in on the sideline by Liz Martin. Bounce pass left of the lane to Speed. Speed up and under, back out front. It goes to Sims. Now back over to Speed. Put up the shot, partially blocked by Huff. Ball loose on the baseline, knocked out of bounds by Sims. It'll go back to the Lions. 5:35 remaining. Now rushing to the scorer's table is Cribbles and Townley. And also in Carly Dalton for the Lions as Aaliyah Huff will leave the ball game. Defiance going to fall into that man-to-man. It almost looked like they were ready to go box and one. With it, Jansen, left wing to Haberthy for the long 3. No good. Off the back iron. Rebound taken off the floor by Martin. Up the floor to Sparks. Chases it down. Dribbles in against Markham. Put up the shot. No good. But Sparks got her own rebound. Forces it up. No good again. Rebound taken down by Mackenzie Markham. Markham gets it up the floor into the front court with a right-hand dribble. Now to Jansen. Back top of the key to Markham. All alone for the 3. Mackenzie got it. Markham with her first 3 of the ball game, 25-22. Mount leads it now by 3. Into the front court comes Pickens. Pickens with the basketball, crossover dribble, left of the lane, all the way to the hole, lighted it up with the left hand too hard. Rebound taken down by Carly Dalton. Dalton will get it up the floor into the front court to Jansen on the run. 4:35 to go in the first half. Left wing to Haley Scott for the 3. Got it again. Haley's got 9. 28-22, Mount 4:28 left to go in this first half. Into the front court, Pickens. Boy, Alan King would love to take a timeout, but the media timeout is right around it. With it, top of the key is Townley for the 3-pointer. No good, and Haberthy grabbed the rebound. Haberthy got it knocked away from behind, saved on the baseline, and I'll tell you one thing, right there was a bad call, but we'll come back the other way. Dalton tried to feed a cross-court pass to Haberthy, and it was intercepted. The reason it was a bad call was Sparks was stepping out of bounds when she knocked the ball in, and the official was right there and never called it. With it is Pickens. Bounce pass right of the lane to Cribbles. Cribbles looking down underneath. Now gets it to Martin. Long right wing 3 off the glass and iron. No good. Rebound Cribbles off to Townley. Left wing from the 15-footer. No good. And Haley Scott grabbed the rebound. She'll get it up the floor to Haberthy on the run. We're under 3.5 minutes to go. And the left wing down into the corner to Mackenzie Markham. Markham back out front to Jansen, and the Lions will reset the offense, leading it by 6. Haberthy with it between the circles. 13 on the shot clock. Bounce pass to the right elbow, and it goes to Scott. Now back to Haberthy, top of the key to the line. Back out on the right side to Dalton. Now top of the key to Haberthy for the 3 by Maddie. No good, just grazed the iron. Rebound knocked around. Boy, a lot of bodies flying, and the rebound taken down by Pickens. Pickens will bring it up. 3 minutes to go. The media timeout. Boy, we've blown past that time and into the latter stages of this first half. On the left-hand side is Martin, and Martin is going to be fouled by Chloe Jansen. Wow. Chloe Jansen's going to get hit with her first personal foul. Check out her second personal foul. And now comes the media timeout. 2:55 remaining to go in this first half. Your score from the Mount. St. Joseph 28, the Yellow Jackets 22 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Decided a tattoo you had done isn't for you anymore, but you don't want to go through the long, tedious, and sometimes painful removal process? Now you can have it removed using the innovative Pico Way laser technology from Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers. They're on the leading edge of tattoo removal. Located in Greater Cincinnati at 119 Fairfield Avenue in Bellevue, Kentucky. Schedule a free consultation today by calling 866-219-0672. Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers.
At Mount St. Joseph University, our mission is to provide students with an affordable, world-class education in a safe, comfortable, private school setting. Nearly 100% of our incoming undergraduate students receive scholarships, grants, or financial aid. And with small class sizes and a 98% undergraduate career placement rate, the Mount leads the way in educational value and student success. Discover your potential. Discover the Mount at msj.edu/admissions.
Well, by the way, the baseball season is going to open up on February the 23rd at the Florence Freedom Stadium down in Florence, Kentucky. The Mount will be taking on Otterbein in a doubleheader. And you're going to be able to hear at least the first game of that doubleheader here on UltimateSportsTalk.com. 28-22 the score. Lions with the lead. With the basketball, Kribbles gets it underneath to Townley. Put up the shot, no good. Rebound knocked around, and a foul is going to be called going over the top. Is one of the Defiance players, and that's going to be, I believe, on Steinbrenner. And it will be on Steinbrenner, and I think that'll be on Taylor. That will be her second. And it will be. And that'll be the second against Defiance as a team. Haberthy will bring it across the timeline. Right side to Huff, now to Markham. On the right side, Chloe Jenner. Check at Cameron McCool, and McCool let it go right through her hands and out of bounds. So the turnover gives it back to Defiance. Lions with 4 turnovers. That evens up the turnover total on each team at 4. With it is Sims, top of the circle. Sims now between the circles, gets it off on the right-hand side to Lexi Sparks, 14-footer, no good. And the rebound taken down by Haley Scott. Check that, that's Rachel Moody, Moody gets the rebound, gets it up the floor to Cameron McCool. McCool in the right corner, right of the lane, it goes to Huff, backs in, puts it up off the glass and rim, no good. And the rebound taken down by Lexi Sparks. Boy, Sparks is a physical ball player. She don't mind getting in there and mixing it up. With the basketball, Sims. Sims between the circles, looks down low, gets a bounce pass left of the circle to Townley. Townley now back to Sims at the left wing outside the arc. Gets the top of the key to Sparks. Going to pull up for the three-pointer. Put it up, no good. Rebound tapped outside, comes down into the hands of Brianna Townley. Townley, her second offensive rebound of the evening. Gets it back out front to Sims. Sims top of the key to the line, left side of the lane to the baseline, spins it into the lane to Kribbles, put it up, no, but a foul is going to be called on Rachel Moody. Moody picks up the foul. That is her first, team fourth. Minute 29 to go, and going line left will be Liz Kribbles. Kribbles from the line shooting 64%. Minute 29 left to go. Kribbles put that one up, and it's no good. 28-22 Mount. On Mount Madness Day. Second one from line left is up, and that one by Kribbles is no good, and the rebound taken down by Aaliyah Huff. Huff gets it off to Markham into the front court. Maddie Haberthy between the circles. A minute 20 to go in this first half. Haberthy bounce pass to Aaliyah Huff. Looking down low. Gets it back out to Haberthy. Top side on the right wing. McCool back out top of the key to Haberthy. Right of the lane to Huff. Out to McCool. McCool dribbles right of the lane. Gets it to Markham. 9 on the shot clock. Markham back out front on the left side of the front court to Haberthy. 5 on the shot clock. She's going to drive left of the lane. Lost the handle and out of bounds, but a foul will be called on Defiance. So the Yellow Jackets foul, and that's going to be on Lexi Sparks, her first. And that is the third against Defiance as a team. Lions as the shot clock resets to 20. And Moody will inbound the basketball to Haberthy. Long three, drilled it. Haberthy with 8. And the Lions lead it by 9, 31-22. into the front court. Brings Sims. Gets it off on the right-hand side to Kriblas, looking down low. Now to Townley. Left corner Sims for 17 inside the arc. Hit the front iron. No good. Rebound loose. Picked off the floor by Huff. Gets it off to Haberthy on the run. Haberthy 4-on-2. Into the left corner to Markham. Markham now dribbles out of a crowd up to the wing and really resets the offense with Maddie Haberthy. Haberthy with it, top of the circle. Sideline left. To Markham, top of the key. Haberthy gun. She's going to drive the lane all the way to the hole. Laid it up, got knocked to the floor. No call, missed the shot. Rebound taken down by Lexi Sparks. Sparks will bring it the other way up the right side. Now gets it off to Sims as Haberthy got back late, but Haberthy's back now. Top of the key, Townley for 3. Missed it. Rebound chased into the corner by Maddie Haberthy, and that'll end the first half of play here from Mount St. Joseph University. The Mount holds Defiance to just 5 points in that second quarter, and they lead it now going in at the half by 9. Your score, it is Mount St. Joseph, the Lions 31, the Defiance Yellow Jackets 22. I'm Dave Mitchell. Our halftime show is next on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community. Open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10. Decided a tattoo you had done isn't for you anymore, but you don't want to go through the long, tedious, and sometimes painful removal process? Now you can have it removed with integrity and zero judgment at Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers.
At Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers, we utilize ink analytics, our plastic surgeon-developed diagnostics. Our exclusive ink analytics system lets us measure your tattoo against more than 60,000 treatments completed by our team. Reviewing over 40 unique factors about your skin and tattoo, Ink Analytics is able to predict the number of treatments you'll need to remove your ink, taking the guesswork out of tattoo removal. Because we're so confident in Ink Analytics, we guarantee our results, which means if your ink is gone before 8 treatments, we will prorate and give you money back. And if your ink is not gone in 8 treatments, we'll continue to treat you at no cost or up to a year. That's the Invisible Ink Guarantee.
Located in Greater Cincinnati at 119 Fairfield Avenue in Bellevue, Kentucky. Schedule a free consultation today by calling them at 866-219-0672. Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers. You're listening to Mount St. Joseph University basketball on UltimateSportsTalk.com. We're at halftime of today's game, so it's time for the Minutemen Halftime Report. Minutemen Staffing, located at 6600 Dixie Highway in Fairfield. We'll go back to the floor for the stat story and interviews for today's game after this from Minutemen Staffing. Minutemen Staffing wants you. Currently, Minutemen has more positions than workers. Are you in need of work? Maybe a change in direction? Were you laid off and need money to tide you over? Minutemen can help you out. In most cases, on a temporary to permanent work assignment. Many companies have realized the advantages of hiring all their workers through Minutemen Staffing. If you have warehouse, forklift, welding, general labor, or any other kind of industry experience, give Minutemen a call at 513-579-0010 or stop in at 6600 Dixie Highway in Fairfield to fill out an application. We'll put you to work within 24 hours. We go the extra mile to make sure your new position will be the right one. That's what separates Minutemen Staffing from the rest. With more than 35 years experience in the area, Minutemen Staffing can turn your life around. We're proud that we're helping put Cincinnati back to work. Minutemen Staffing, located in Fairfield at 6600 Dixie Highway. Minutemen Staffing, call today at 579-0010. Minutemen Staffing is an equal opportunity employer.
Well, your score here at the half is 31-22. Mount St. Joseph on top of the Defiance Yellow Jackets as we get ready for second half action here on UltimateSportsTalk.com. Before we do that, I want to turn our attention to something that's been going on at Mount St. Joseph, kind of one of the best kept secrets that's going on here in sports around Mount St. Joseph University, and that is the wrestling team. And right now, boy, when you look at this wrestling team, folks, they are outstanding. outstanding. And Cornell Beecham Jr., you may remember him as a wideout / running back for the Mount St. Joseph Lions during the fall. Well, he right now is the first wrestler in the history of Mount St. Joseph University to be ranked #1 in the nation, and that's at 174 pounds. He went into last week's Pete Wilson Invitational at Wheaton College in Illinois and won the championship, and he has been named the #1 wrestler in Division III college wrestling at 174 pounds. An outstanding feat by Cornell Beecham, and he was the only champion that was named by the Lions in that Pete Wilson Invitational. And then the Lions came back on Thursday night and had an outstanding meet on Thursday night here at the Harrington Center, and they had a great crowd here also for that event. And they wrestled off against Heidelberg, and they ended up winning that one by a final of 28-21. Now their next meet is coming up next Saturday afternoon, and that will be at Mid-States at Wabash College. And then they'll be back Tuesday night, the 18th. They'll be at Otterbein, and then come the NCAA Midwest Regional Championships, which is a 2-day event at Adrian College, and that will be going on Friday, February the 28th. Let's take a look at some scores that are going on around the Heartland Conference this afternoon in women's basketball. And, of course, as we told you, there's a lot going on around women's basketball today as everybody is in the act here this afternoon. First of all, Anderson in a final has defeated Earlham 56-51 in that ball game. Now, check that. That is not the right score as we look forward and go to today. Transylvania defeated Rose Holman 69-55 to stay unbeaten in the conference. Hanover over Earlham 70-52. But the other two teams that we need to worry about are Bluffton and Manchester for both Defiance and Mount St. Joseph. Bluffton fell this afternoon to Anderson 64-57. And also Manchester right now is losing to Franklin 51-24. So if Bluffton and Manchester continue to go down here this afternoon, well, Bluffton already has, Manchester continues to lose, and the Mount wins, then Mount would be all alone. Well, check that. They would be tied, actually, with Defiance for that 4th spot in the conference, and that's exactly what they're looking for here this afternoon to try to stay involved in that. So that's a look at the scoreboard around the Heartland Conference in women's basketball. Final scores going on around the NCAA Top 25. Villanova fell to Seton Hall this afternoon 70-64. In other finals, Michigan defeated Michigan State 77-68. Kansas defeated TCU 60-46. And in overtime, it was Auburn by a point over LSU 91-90. Florida State defeated Miami 99-81 in their ball game. And Kentucky won by 13 over Tennessee 77-64. St. Louis fell to Dayton by 6 71-65. Oklahoma by 10 over West Virginia 69-59 this afternoon in college basketball action top 25 results. I'm Dave Mitchell. We'll be back with more from the Harrington Center. Look at the halftime stats right after this.
Minutemen Staffing wants you. Currently, Minutemen has more positions than workers. Are you in need of work? Maybe a change in direction? Were you laid off and need money to tide you over? Minutemen can help you out. In most cases, on a temporary to permanent work assignment. Many companies have realized the advantages of hiring all their workers through Minutemen Staffing. If you have warehouse, forklift, welding, general labor, or any other kind of industry experience, give Minutemen a call at 513-579-0010 or stop in at 6600 Dixie Highway in Fairfield to fill out an application. We'll put you to work within 24 hours. We go the extra mile to make sure your new position will be the right one. That's what separates Minutemen Staffing from the rest. With more than 35 years experience in the area, Minutemen Staffing can turn your life around. We're proud that we're helping put Cincinnati back to work. Minutemen Staffing, located in Fairfield at 6600 Dixie Highway. Minutemen Staffing, call today at 579-0010. Minutemen Staffing is an equal opportunity employer.
Well, there's a shooting contest going on right now at halftime, and one player at each end of the floor, and one player to the right of me could not hit either one of them could hit a free throw, and then finally you had to hit a layup, a free throw, and then a three-pointer. And eventually, the man to the left of me finally hit a free throw and then hit the three-pointer on his first attempt, but the crowd was getting a little dissatisfied with both of their free throw attempts going on here at the Harrington Center. Nonetheless, that was an entertaining half-court time here trying to get some buckets in. Well, first of all, Lions are leading at 31-22 on the scoreboard here from the Harrington Center. Lions are being led in scoring by Haley Scott. She has got 9 points in the ballgame. Maddie Haberthy with 8. 5 points to Chloe Jansen, 4 to Aaliyah Huff, 3 to Mackenzie Markham, and 2 for Carly Dalton here this afternoon. Rachel Moody, Maggie Schoolfield, Jaleel Fair-Harris have all played but have not scored in the ballgame. As far as Defiance is concerned, they are being led by Taylor Steinbrenner, who has got 8 points here this afternoon. Josie Wolf with 6. They all came in the first quarter of action. 4 points going to Brianna Townley, and then 2 points each to Taylor Day and Lexi Sparks. At the end of the first quarter, it was 17-11 Defiance, but the Lions outscored Defiance in that second quarter, holding them to just 5 points while scoring 20 themselves, and they've taken this 9-point lead. They've turned that 6-point disadvantage into a 9-point advantage here at the end of the first half. They've done that mainly on good shooting from the field, 10 of 27 for 37%. They shot 40% from three-point range, hitting 6 of 15 and 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. As far as Defiance was concerned, they shot 27% from the field. They put up 10 more shots than the Lions from the field. 37 shots compared to 27 for the Lions. Both teams have hit 10 field goals today. The Lions, though, have hit 6 three-pointers, while Defiance has hit just 2 of 11, and Defiance is 0 of 5 from the free throw line in that first half of action. Lions were out-rebounded in the first half, 27-21 by Defiance. Defiance grabbed 11 offensive rebounds and 16 defensive rebounds, while the Lions grabbed 2 offensive rebounds and 19 defensive rebounds. The Lions had 8 assists in the first half, Defiance 5. The Lions also in the contest committed 4 turnovers compared to 4 for Defiance here this afternoon. In the paint, the Lions had 14 points Mount St. Joseph had 8 points in the paint, while Defiance had 14 in the contest. And off the bench, Defiance had 6, while Mount St. Joseph had 5 in the first half of action. The lead changed hands 5 times, and it was all knotted up 5 times here in the first half, but when all was said and done, the Lions have the lead at the half, 31-22. I'm Dave Mitchell. Second half action is next on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
You're listening to Mount St. Joseph University College Basketball on UltimateSportsTalk.com. We're at halftime of today's game, and you've been listening to the Minutemen Halftime Report. Minutemen Staffing, located in Cincinnati at 6600 Dixie Highway. The second half is next on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Hi, this is Morgan Freeman. Has anyone ever said you're the picture of health? You look healthy, you feel fine, but that may not be the full picture. Colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer of men and women over 50. Since it doesn't always cause symptoms, you may not know you have it. The only way to know is by getting screened. Screening can find precancerous polyps so they can be removed before they turn into cancer. This is one cancer you can prevent. Plus, screening can find colorectal cancer at an early stage when the chance for a full recovery is very high. Talk with your doctor and get tested for colorectal cancer. Medicare and many insurance plans help pay for screening. Get screened. Make sure you are the picture of health.
A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Well, the first time these two teams met up this year was on January the 18th, the triple overtime affair. And at halftime of that one, the Lions had a 1-point lead at the half, 28-27. But then in the third quarter, they were outscored by a 23-20 mark to go into the fourth quarter, down by a point. Dan Benjamin wants to avoid that here this afternoon. He sends out his original starting five. Haley Scott, Maddie Haberthy, Chloe Jansen, Jaleel Fair-Harris, and Aaliyah Huff. Coming out for Defiance, Nisha Speed will start things off, along with Taylor Day, Nicole Sims, Taylor Steinbrenner, and Josie Wolf. 31-22, Mount on top of it, and Defiance will get the basketball to start the second half of action. They will be going from left to right towards their own bench here in the second half. Day inbounds it to Sims, and we're underway here at the Harrington Center for second half basketball. With it on the right-hand side, Taylor Day. Day gets a bounce pass to Speed on the left wing. Now to Nicole Sims, guarded by Jaleel Fair-Harris. Top of the key, it goes to Steinbrenner on a pick by Speed to the right of the lane. Kicks it back outside to Wolf on the left wing to Nicole Sims for the three-pointer. No good. And Aaliyah Huff had the basketball, but it was knocked free out of her hands and out of bounds. Last touched by Defiance. So the Lions will get the basketball back. Defiance needs to get something going here, down by 9, and they'll try to hang their hat on the defense in this third quarter. With it is Jansen. Left wing it goes to Jaleel Fair-Harris. Harris with it, looking for the three. Now dribbles to the right-hand side, dumps it off underneath the Huff, turnaround 5-footer, got it off the glass. Huff and Harris just went with a two-man game, and the Lions came away with an 11-point lead at 33-22. Sims with the basketball on the right side, hounded by Harris. Basketball goes out of bounds, last touched by Scott. Boy, the Lions bench is going absolutely crazy over the defense that Jaleel Fair-Harris was putting on Nicole Sims on that last possession. And Harris is going to be right back on her. Sims spins, gets it left of the circle to Steinbrenner, dribbles down to the right baseline, tried to feed it into Wolf. Wolf lost it. Back out to Sims, left baseline. Sims inside the lane, and the shot clock went off without a shot being put up. 33-22. Lions lead it by 11, and they've got the basketball. Into the front court will be Chloe Jansen from right to left. Jansen, top of the circle, left-hand bounce pass goes to Huff. Hands it back off to Jansen on the left wing to Haberthy. Top of the key, Jansen. Top side to Haberthy. Haberthy dribbles right of the lane all the way to the hole. Laid it up and in. Right around Steinbrenner. Haberthy has 10. It's a 13-point Lion lead, 35-22. Sims comes the other way. Bounce pass to Day, left with right wing. Day behind the back dribble, down to the right baseline, shut off by Huff. Double team, throw it right into the hands of Haley Scott. Off to Chloe Jansen, it's 2-on-2. All the way to the hole, Jansen laid it up, no, but Huff got it back and then tried to throw it over to Jansen, who was standing out of bounds. So the turnover gives it back to Defiance. Lions just got a little too excited on that possession. 7:57. Huff just said, well, I saw Jansen was wide open. Problem was she was out of bounds. With it at right elbow, it goes to Josie Wolf. Wolf dribbles right to the baseline, put it up and in, right in front of Chloe Jansen, and timeout will be taken by Alan King. Josie Wolf has got 8 in this ball game, and this will be a 30-second timeout taken by Alan King, and that will be his first timeout taken in the ball game. He'll have 3 remaining. 35-24 your score. That's where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Heartland Conference scoreboard, Hanover defeated Earlham this afternoon 70-52. Anderson over Bluffton 64-57. That's good news to both Defiance and the Lions. And Franklin is winning big over Manchester 51-24. Well, I'll tell you what, both the Lions men's and women's team have got some squads coming up in the next few days. And right now our plan is to do the Transy game on Wednesday night for the men. And then we're kind of going to play it by ear. I mean, we've got the next 2 Saturdays, which we'll be doing the men's and women's both anyway. Coming up for the Lions, they will be at Earlham next Saturday. The women will be home for Franklin on February the 19th and then at Anderson on the following Saturday. And we will be doing those Saturday games for sure. We're discussing whether or not to do the Franklin men's game or the Franklin women's game on the 19th. With the basketball, Haberthy gets it underneath the Huff, laid it up with the left hand too hard, tried to draw the foul but couldn't do it, and she missed the layup anyway. And the rebound taken down by Nisha Speed. Speed will get it into the front court with the left-hand dribble. Speed picks it up double-teamed off to Liz Martin on the right-hand side to Nicole Sims. Gets a pass out front, and going for the interception was Chloe Jansen. She couldn't get there and then ended up knocking over Taylor Day for the foul. That is the 3rd against Chloe Jansen and the 1st against the Lions as a team with 7:15 remaining in the 3rd period. Day will put the ball in play after the official escorts her to where she needs to put the ball in play from, and she does to Nicole Sims. Sims between the circles, left-hand shot pass goes underneath the Day. Now back outside, went right over the head of Nisha Speed and out of bounds. 4 turnovers in the ballgame against Defiance. Mackenzie Markham will come in. Chloe Jansen will leave. Jansen checks out with 5 points, 3 personal fouls. Harris will inbound the basketball to Markham and then back to Harris. She'll bring it across. Harris into the front court, right up the middle on the left wing to Mackenzie Markham. Gets it off to Huff down into the left corner for Maddie Haberthy for the 3, no good. And the rebound taken down by Liz Martin. Martin, and then a double dribble will be called by the outside official. Dan Benjamin was screaming at the underneath official that it was double dribble. He didn't call anything, but then the outside official did. 6:48 to go in this 3rd quarter. 35-24, Lions leading it. Out front, Jaleel Fair-Harris with the 11-point lead in the basketball. Harris with it. Bounce pass left of the lane. It goes to Aaliyah Huff. Shoveled the pass over to Markham on the left wing. Haberthy. Top of the key, Markham. Markham right of the lane. She tried to put up a shot and it was knocked away, bounced off her knee and out of bounds. Back to Defiance. Now Kriblas will come into the ball game for Defiance, and leaving will be Nisha Speed. Also checking back in for Defiance will be Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner in, and Taylor Day will get a breather. Inbounds pass for the Yellow Jackets made to Sims, and she'll bring it across into the front court. On the right side, Steinbrenner, top of the key, it goes to Speed. Now gets a bounce pass on the right-hand side to Liz Morgan. Top of the key, Wolf. Wolf gets it down into the left-hand side to Sims, and then Sims is going to be fouled. Boy, oh boy, Sims is fouled, and I guess that's going to be against Jaleel Fair-Harris. And that'll be the 2nd against Jaleel. 35-24 your score, putting it in play, Defiance. They'll inbound the basketball, going to Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner fell to the floor, threw it right past Wolf and out of bounds. There was actually more of a foul there against Steinbrenner than there was on the preceding play when they called it Harris for a foul. 35-24 your score. 6 minutes to go in this third quarter. Harris with the basketball. Goes on the left-hand side. With the right-hand side is Harris, now back out front. It goes to Maddie Haberthy. Haberthy with it left of the circle, top of the key now. Between the legs dribble, 6 on the shot clock. Haberthy drives left side, gets it off to Markham. Left baseline for the 3, no good. Rebound knocked around, chasing it down on the sideline is Haley Scott. On the left wing to Markham, all alone, 3, no, off the side iron, and the rebound taken off the floor by Nicole Sims. Sims will lead the break for Defiance as they try to get some easy points. They come up the floor, stops left of the lane, pivots, back out front. It goes to Kriblis, now top of the key, Steinbrenner for the 3, rimmed it in and out, no, rebound to Leah Huff. She'll clear it off to Maddie Haberthy. Haberthy will bring it up from right to left for the Lions as we hit the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. On the left-hand side is Harris. Harris dumps it off underneath the Huff, laid it up and in. Huff has got 8, 37-24 Lions. Great assist by Jaleel Fair-Harris. 37-24 Lions by 13. Right side Liz Morgan, right of the circle. It goes to Kriblis, now to Sims. Put it up off the rim and iron, no good. Sims got her own rebound though. Right of the lane to Wolf, back to Sims in the right corner for 3, drilled it. Sims with her first field goal of the ball game. She's got 3 in the contest. And it's 37-27 into the front court. With it is Aaliyah Huff. Picks up the dribble. 16-footer by Aaliyah from the free throw line. No good. And the rebound taken down by Steinbrenner. Gets the ball off to Sims into the front court. Sims behind the back dribble inside the center circle. Bounce pass right side. It goes to Steinbrenner. Right of the lane to Kriblis. Down underneath Sims. Finds underneath Wolf. Laid it up and in. Wolf has 10. And now we will have a timeout taken by Mount St. Joseph. 3:58 left to go in this third quarter of play. Your score. It is Mount St. Joseph 37, Defiance 29 here on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Social media has exploded over the years. The way we interact, receive news, and comment with everything has changed in this decade, and Twitter is where people usually discover what's happening. This is Dave Mitchell. With over 500 million tweets being sent each day, hundreds of millions of people are exploring links, articles, retweets, trends, and moments to find out what's new. Businesses strengthen their brands, friends promote themselves, and some just want more followers and likes. I just want to hear from you. Before, during, or after, send me your comments about the game to my Twitter, OHBB Co-host. That's OHBBCOHOST. I hope to hear from you soon. That's OHBB Co-host.
At Mount St. Joseph University, we're on a mission to make sure every single student succeeds in their career. With one teacher for every 11 students, our world-class professors and career counselors will ensure that you not only graduate, but get placed in the career you dreamed of. In fact, 98% of our undergraduates and 100% of our graduate students are working in their field within 6 months of graduation. Discover your potential. Discover the Mount at msj.edu/admissions.
Well, the Lions are leading it right now by 8, 37-29. Their largest lead has been 11. 3:58 left to go. I believe they called that the media timeout, but we'll find out here in the next few seconds if they did or not. Harris is going to bring it across the timeline into the front court. And does to the top of the circle. Bounce pass to Huff, left of the circle. Dribbles top side, back to Harris, top of the key. Right side of the lane, all the way to the hole. Laid it up, nope. Harris got her own rebound, though. Spins it out to McCool, who's back in. Gets it off to Markham, now over to Haberthy. Haberthy between the circles. Will back it out and reset the offense. 10 on the shot clock. Markham, sideline right. Out front it goes to Haberthy. She's going to drive the lane. Kick it off to Harris. Harris inside the lane. Hook shot runner from 5 on the iron. No good. And the rebound taken down by Taylor Day. She'll bring it into the front court. Check out, that's Brianna Francis. Francis with the basketball. Picks up the dribble. Then Harris went, got it. Jump ball. What a defensive stand by Jaleel Fair-Harris. Boy, oh boy, she came to the game today ready to play D, and she has done it. Jump ball will give it ball back to the Mount. Aaliyah Huff will leave the ball game, and Haley Scott is in. Great defense this afternoon played by Harris from the point position. Harris will bring it across the timeline into the front court. Between the circles, gets it off to McCool, left elbow. McCool hands it off, goes to Harris. Top of the key on the right wing to Maddie Haberthy. Bounce pass goes to Scott, back to Haberthy, right baseline. Out front it goes to Scott, now to Harris. Harris with it between the circles. Harris with the basketball between the circles on the left-hand side. Top of the key, goes off to McCool. 3 on the shot clock, back to Harris. She's got to shoot the shot. It was partially blocked, never hit the rim, and the shot clock violation will return the basketball to Defiance. That's the 6th turnover of the ball game against the Lions. Just their first here in the second half of action. With the basketball on the right-hand side as Steinbrenner put up the shot. No good, right wing. Rebound knocked out of bounds. And it was last touched by Harris, and it will go back to Defiance. On the Lions, they've committed 7 turnovers this afternoon to 10 for Defiance. Putting the basketball in play is Francis. Francis got the ball stolen away. Saved in by Markham, knocked it away, and then Steinbrenner came over, tried to save it in bounds, but she stepped on the sideline, and it will go back to the Lions. Coming in, Schoolfield, Maggie Schoolfield checking into the ballgame, and Jaleel Fair-Harris will leave. And what a job defensively she has done here this afternoon against Nicole Sims. Sims had 12 in the first game, and she has been held here this afternoon to just 3. With the basketball in the back door, Mackenzie Markham laid it up and in! Markham just got that to crawl over the rim. She's got 5, and it's 39-29. Lions with the lead. Day with it to Steinbrenner. Drives right in the lane. Lays it up off the right-hand side and got it to go. Steinbrenner has 10 in the ball game. And it's 39-31, a minute 50 to go in this third quarter. Haberthy brings it up. Boy, she's logged a lot of minutes this afternoon. With it on the left-hand side, Markham gets it off to McCool, left baseline. Scott for 3, hit the front iron, nope. And a nice box out by Taylor Day to grab the rebound. She brings it the other way for Defiance. Crossover dribble to the line, to the lane. Kicks it back out front to Sims. Sims shut down by Haberthy. Stops left of the circle. Back out front to Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner, top of the key, all alone for the 3, drilled it. You cannot give her any daylight. If you do, it's dead. 13 points in the afternoon by Steinbrenner, and it's 39-34 Defiance, closest they've been in the second half. 5 points. Right of the circle, Haberthy takes 1 dribble to her right, shoots the 3, got it! She didn't like where she was, so she just took 1 step to the right and cammed the 3. Lions by 8, again, a minute to go in this third quarter. On the right side, Taylor Day, top of the key to Sims, to the right elbow, down into the right corner to Steinbrenner for 3 again, spun it in and out, nope. And the rebound, Haley Scott. Scott gets a bounce pass to Haberthy. Haberthy will bring it up on the run. Gets it into the left corner, goes to McCool from 15, got it! Cool, her first 2, and the Lions have extended their lead now to 10 at 44-34. 32 seconds to go in this third quarter of play. There's a 6-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Standing out front, just dribbling the basketball, is Nicole Sims. Sims with 15 seconds on the clock now, 9 on the shot clock. Sims, bounce pass, goes to Day. Day shut off by Schoolfield. Up and under Schoolfield. Walk, no call. Put it up and banked it home. Day has got 4. 3 seconds. Up the floor, left side to McCool. Threw up the shot from the left wing. No good. And that's the end of the third quarter of play. And your score at the end of 3. It is Mount St. Joseph, the Lions 44, the Yellow Jackets of Defiance 36 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Decided a tattoo you had done isn't for you anymore, but you don't want to go through the long, tedious, and sometimes painful removal process? Now you can have it removed using the innovative Pico Way laser technology from Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers. They're on the leading edge of tattoo removal. Located in Greater Cincinnati at 119 Fairfield Avenue in Bellevue, Kentucky. Schedule a free consultation today by calling 866-219-0672. Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers. life should be enjoyed. So get up and start. At Iron Sharpens Iron Personal Training, they develop a healthy relationship with you and provide a positive, encouraging environment to train. The staff at Iron Sharpens Iron will set up a personal training system that fits you and you alone. And your first session is free. Are you ready to have fun and get in shape? Iron Sharpens Iron serves the greater Cincinnati area. Check them out at isi-pt.com. That's isi-pt.com. Or call them today at 513-748-1538.
Well, Defiance outscored the Lions 14-13 in that third quarter of play, and they now trail by 8, 44-36. As we head into the fourth quarter of play. We say fourth quarter because the last time these two teams met, triple overtime. Defiance will get the basketball to start the fourth and final quarter of play, and now an inbounds is going to be called, a foul before the clock even started on Jaleel Fair-Harris. So Fair-Harris gets hit with her third personal. And that's the first against the Lions here in the fourth quarter. No time had elapsed, and now we start the fourth quarter of play after that timeout. With the basketball, Wolf gets the ball over to Taylor Day, now left of the circle to Kriblas, back out front Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner being hounded by Haberthy. Spins, gets it back out front to Sims underneath. It goes to Kriblas, put it up from 12, no good. And the rebound taken down by Aaliyah Huff. She's got 5 rebounds today. Into the front court, Chloe Jansen. Jansen is playing with those 3 personal fouls. Huff right of the lane, and a foul is called. An offensive foul called against the Lions, and I believe that's going to be on Jaleel Fair-Harris. So Fair-Harris gets hit with the foul, and that will be her 4th. So she has to leave the ball game, and checking back in is Mackenzie Markham. That's the second team foul against the Lions here in the fourth quarter. We haven't even played a minute yet. Taking it the other way, laying it up and in is Sims. Sims has got 5 in the ball game on a 3-pointer and a 2-point field goal. 44-38 Lions by 6. Huff with it, top of the circle. It goes to Haberthy. On the left side, Chloe Jansen. Jansen gets a bounce pass, taken away by Josie. Wolf clears it off to Sims into the front court. Here comes Defiance on the run. Sims right in the circle. Now gets the ball top of the key, looking underneath. Gets a bounce pass on the left-hand side. And it is shot by Day, no good. And then Day is going to chase down the rebound on the left sideline. She gets it off to Nicole Sims, and they'll reset the offense. 15 on the shot clock. Sims with it. Bounce pass on the right side. Knocked free by Scott, but picked off the floor by Kriblas. Down to Day, left corner. Throws up a shot off the glass and rim and good. Oh, boy. Foul will be called on Chloe Jansen, and that's going to be her 4th. And the 3rd against the Lions, and Taylor Day, who's got 6, goes to the line looking for 7, and it's a 4-point lead all of a sudden by the Lions. Line right Day, put it up and in. Day's got 7. Coming in Pickens, she didn't play at all in the third quarter, and Sims is going to get a breather. Also leaving is Steinbrenner, and Liz Martin is going to get some playing time. 8:29 left to go in the ball game. Jansen is in there with 4, and Dan Benjamin is going to roll the dice with his point guard. Jansen on the left wing, it goes to Markham. Markham looked for the 3, now dribbles out top side to Haberthy, right side. Haberthy crossover dribble all the way to the hole, laid it up and in. That thing hung up there forever and finally fell through. 46-41 Lions by 5. Into the front court, 8 minutes to go in the ball game is Pickens. Pickens, top of the circle, lobs a pass, goes to Kriblas. Kriblas back out front, Liz Martin. Martin bounce pass to the free throw line, and it goes to Pickens. Down on the left baseline, Kriblas for the 15-footer, no good. Rebound tapped out front. Haberthy's got it. It's 3-on-1. Haberthy bounce pass to Markham, laid it up and in. Markham has 7, 48-41. Adeline King says slow it down to his girls, and that is exactly what Pickens will do. Lions now have gone to a 1-2-2 zone defense with it on the right side. Chloe Jansen, and Jansen just picked up her 5th foul. Jansen just fouled out of the ballgame for the 2nd time this year against Defiance. And she fouls out scoreless here in the 2nd half. And that is a key foul out for the Lions. Carly Dalton is going to come into the ballgame for Defiant, or for Mount St. Joseph, replacing the freshman point guard for Dan Benjamin. 7:28, a long time to go without your general on the floor. With it between the circles is Day to the free throw line. Kriblis kicks it back outside to Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner on the right side. Day for the long 3 right wing. Got it. Day has got 10. We told you this thing isn't over yet. 48-44, 7:05 to go. Haberthy will bring it across, and Maddie's going to have to run the point now for a while. With it is Huff. Huff gets it off top of the key. Haberthy left of the circle 3. Got knocked to the floor, no call. Huff got the rebound, and it's stripped away by Kriblis. Gets it up the floor to Sims. Sims into the front court. Behind the back dribble. Sims with the basketball out near the center circle. Looks over to her coach, Alan King. Runs the play on the right side. Gets it to Steinbrenner. To Kriblis underneath the Wolf. Ball knocked free. Ball loose on the floor. Picked off the floor by Markham. Up the floor to Dalton. Dalton's going to take it all the way to the baseline. Now stop, lost it, got it taken away from her by Nicole Sims, and Defiance gets the basketball back. 48-44 your score. The Mount with the lead, 6:23 to go. Cameron McCool will come to the bench and come into the ballgame at the next buzzer. With it on the right baseline, Day for another 3, drilled it again, and it's a 1-point game. Boy, this is a carbon copy of the game on the 18th. 48-47, 6 minutes to go in the game. Haberthy will bring it across into the front court. Haberthy top of the key for the 3. Spun it in and out, no good. And the rebound taken down by Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner clears it off to Sims. Defiance can take the lead with a bucket here. Sims adjusts her ponytail as she brings it up the floor. Crossover dribble, right side to Day. Down into the right corner to Steinbrenner for 3. Nope. Rebound, Wolf tapped it out front. Comes down into the hands of Markham. Markham will bring it up on the break. It's 5-on-4 as Wolf is back, trailing. In the left baseline to Scott for the 3. Got it! Haley Scott's got 4 threes today. She's got 12. 5:24 left to go in the ball game. Timeout taken by Dan Benjamin. Your score: Mount St. Joseph 51, Defiance 47 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community, open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10. Minutemen Staffing in Cincinnati has been helping companies large and small meet their production challenges for over 35 years. What makes Minutemen Staffing different? The people. Minutemen Staffing has learned never to take a customer for granted. We feel a sense of honor and humility giving you an opportunity to work. Learn what sets us apart from the other staffing agencies. Minutemen Staffing, located in Fairfield at 6600 Dixie Highway. Minutemen Staffing. Call today, 579-0010.
Lions out on the floor with Haley Scott, Maddie Haberthy, Markham, Huff, and McCool for Defiance. They've got Wolf on the floor. Nisha Speed is checked back in. Sims is into the ball game. Taylor Day and Steinbrenner. Defiance will have the basketball. Mount has got 2 timeouts left. Defiance 3. 51-47. The Lions on top of it, but their point guard is on the bench, relegated to keeping stats. With it on the right-hand side is Sims. Sims, top of the key. On the left-hand side, Steinbrenner, left corner to Day for the long, high-arching 3. Got it again. She has hit 3 threes in a row. She's got 16, and it's 51-50. Lions lead it by 1, excuse me. Bringing it up the other way. She only had 9 in the first contest. On the left-hand side, Huff from 15, left side, got it. Huff has got 10. Both teams matching bucket for bucket right now. 53-50 Lions. 4:42 left to go. On the left-hand side, Steinbrenner. Right wing, it goes to Sims to the free throw line. Left of the lane. Back out to Day for the long three again. Missed everything. Rebound saved in by Wolf, and she threw it over everybody's head and out of bounds. Back to the Lions. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. It's an eternity. Coming in, Maggie Schoolfield. They've got to give McCool a break, and Schoolfield will come in. Now checking in, Liz Martin. Martin will come in for Defiance, and sitting down will be Day. Maybe after that air ball, Alan King thought she needed a break. 53-50, 4.5 remaining to go in the game from the Harrington Center. Across the timeline, Maddie Haberthy. Haberthy, top of the circle. Bounce pass, right of the lane to Huff. Huff spins to the baseline. Turnaround 12-footer. Around, won't go! Spun in and out. And the rebound taken down by Nisha Speed. Speed will get it up the floor into the front court to Sims. Sims brings it up across the timeline into the front court. 20 seconds on the shot clock. She's just working the ball around. On the right-hand side, it goes to Liz Martin. Now back to Steinbrenner. Sideline right. Bounce pass to Speed at the free throw line. Speed gets it over to Sims. Sims dribbles down on the left baseline. Curls it back out front. Goes around on the left-hand side to Steinbrenner. They feed it down to Bromley for the shot. Townley for the shot from the left-hand side. No good. And coming in and grabbing the offensive rebound is Nicole Sims for Defiance. On the right side, it goes to Steinbrenner. Right elbow, Speed. Speed feeds it off to Martin. Right wing three. Drilled it, and we're tied. Liz Martin picks up her first bucket of the afternoon, and we are knotted up at 53, 3:20 to go in the ball game. With it, Huff gets it off to Haberthy. Haberthy with it right of the circle, back to Huff. Top of the key, Haberthy. She's going to drive right in the lane, all the way to the hole. Laid it up on the rim. Nope, but she's fouled. Maddie will go line left. And that foul is going to be called against Brianna Townley. And that will be her first. And that is the first against Defiance. Believe it or not, that's their first foul in the second half. Line left is Haberthy. Coming in, Taylor Day. She got the 30-second breather that she needed, according to Alan King. So she will go to the line. Now going to the line is Haberthy. She put it up and in. Haberthy with 16 in the ball game. Came in shooting 81% from the field. Line left for Haberthy. The second one is good again. Haberthy's got 17. Lions lead at 55-53. With the basketball, full court pressure stolen away by Markham. Ball loose into the backcourt, picked up off the floor. With the basketball is Defiant, or with the basketball is Mount, and the shot from the left-hand corner is good by Haberthy. Haberthy hit it from the left-hand corner, and the Lions lead at 58-53. Full court pressure. Up the floor is Sims. Sims bounce pass goes on the right-hand side. The Townley no good. Rebound, Speed put it right back up, and a foul will be called on Huff. 2:36 remaining to go. 58-53. Haberthy has got 20 points in the ball game on that three. And going line right will be Speed. Liz Martin is going to have to check out of the ball game. Now coming in, Cameron McCool. McCool checks in, and Rachel Moody will leave the ball game. Going line right is Speed for the first time here this afternoon. Eyes the first one, put it up and in. Nisha Speed with her first point of the afternoon. Shoots 57% from the stripe. Eyes it from line right again. Put it up short. Rebound, though, taken down by Wolf. Gets it back out to Sims. It's a 4-point Lion lead. 2.5 minutes to go in the ball game. With it, Sims between the circles. Shot clock at 10. On the right-hand side, Townley. Back to Day. Day to the free throw line. Left of the free throw line. Now to Steinbrenner. 5 on the clock. Steinbrenner kicks it back to Wolf. Wolf in the lane. Shoots it from 5. Got it. No, are they going to count it? Oh, the official on the left-hand side blew his whistle, said it was not good, and then said, my mistake, it is good. So the bucket will count by Wolf. That's her 12th, and it's a 2-point game, 58-56. Francis into the ball game, leaving is Steinbrenner. 58-56 your score. Defiance will fall back into that, what looks to be like a matchup 2-3 zone. On the right side, Haberthy gets it right elbow to Aaliyah Huff. Huff kicks off into the left corner to McCool for 3 and hit the back iron, no. And the rebound taken down by Day. Day double teamed and a jump ball, and it will go back to the Mount. 1:54 left to go in the game. Lions by 2, putting it in play. Scott gets it out front, and it goes to Maddie Haberthy. Haberthy between the circles, bounce pass to Scott. Now back to Maddie. Maddie 24 on the shot clock. Gets it back to Haberthy, left of the circle for 3. Spun it in and out, no good. Rebound Day. Day will bring it up. Lost the handle, picked it back up into the front court, and now she's going to take a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it right here. 1:37 left to go in the ball game. Mount with a 2-point, 58-56 lead. Both teams will have 2 timeouts left after this one, and they will both be full timeouts, I believe. But the Lions on top of it by 2 with 1:37 left to go in the ball game. Chloe Jansen, for the second straight game against Defiance, has fouled out. Lions on the floor with Haberthy, Markham, McCool, Huff, and Haley Scott. For Defiance, they come out with Steinbrenner, Wolf, Day, Nisha Speed, and Sims. Day will put the ball in play near midcourt, right in front of the scorer's table. Inbounds it into the backcourt to Sims, and she'll bring it into the front court. 20 on the shot clock. Sims between the circles with the left-hand dribble. 1.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Sims with 15 on the shot clock. Right in the lane, it goes to Day. Day dribbling in against McCool. Stops. Gets a bounce pass on the right baseline to Speed. Speed gets it back out front to Steinbrenner. 6 on the clock. Steinbrenner into the lane. Kicks it off to Wolf. Wolf put up the runner with a right hand. Got it to go. Wolf has got 14, and we're tied up again at 58. 1:05 to go in the ball game. Into the front court will be Maddie Haberthy. Haberthy on the right-hand side goes to McCool. McCool sideline right, back out to Haberthy. Haberthy looking, gets it over on the right side to Markham. Markham dribbles to the free throw line, left of the lane, all the way to the hole, laid it up. Nope, but a foul will be called. And that should be just a common foul on Defiance, and that's just their second team foul. So just their second team foul. And that's just their third foul of the second half, folks. With it on the baseline underneath their own bucket. Haley Scott will put it in play and does to Maddie Haberthy. 45 seconds to go in the ball game. Haberthy in a tie game. Gets it on the right side to Scott. Scott, top of the circle, spins, gets it over to Haberthy, right wing. Haberthy's going to drive all the way to the hole, lays it up and in! Maddie with 22! And the Lions lead it 60-58. Timeout, Mount. 33 seconds exactly to go in the ball game. And it is a 30-second timeout. We'll take it quickly. Your score, the Mount 60, Defiance 58 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Decided a tattoo you had done isn't for you anymore, but you don't want to go through the long, tedious, and sometimes painful removal process? Now you can have it removed using the innovative Pico Way laser technology from Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers. They're on the leading edge of tattoo removal. Located in Greater Cincinnati at 119 Fairfield Avenue in Bellevue, Kentucky. Schedule a free consultation today by calling 866-219-0672. Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers.
Lions have 1 timeout remaining. Defiance 2. 33 seconds to go in the ball game. gets to move it into the front court after the timeout. Day will put it in play in the front court on the far side. Lions watch them inbound the basketball to Sims. Sims out near the center circle. Sims bounce pass right of the circle. It goes to Wolf. Wolf fake the pass underneath. Gets it to Day. Left side to Speed. Sideline left Wolf. Wolf top of the key to Steinbrenner for the three. Missed it. Rebound chase in the corner by Huff. Huff's got it. And a foul will be called against Defiance. Foul will be called on the Yellow Jackets. Taylor Day with her third personal. It looks like it's going to be a timeout taken by the Lions, and it'll be a full timeout with 16.8 left to go. We'll take it also. 16.8 left to go in the ball game. Your score from the Harrington Center: Mount St. Joseph 60, Defiance 58 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
At Mount St. Joseph University, our mission is to provide students with an affordable, world-class education in a safe, comfortable, private school setting. Discover your potential. Discover the Mount at msj.edu/admissions.
Life should be enjoyed, so get up and start. At Iron Sharpens Iron Personal Training, they develop a healthy relationship with you and provide a positive, encouraging environment to train. The staff at Iron Sharpens Iron will set up a personal training system that fits you and you alone, and your first session is free. Are you ready to have fun and get in shape? Iron Sharpens Iron serves the greater Cincinnati area. Check them out at isi-pt.com. That's isi-pt.com, or call them today at 513-748-1538.
We thought it'd be a good one, and it has been. What a game this has been. 60-58. Lions lead it by 2 with 16.8 left to go. Lions have the basketball in the front court. And Dan Benjamin devised the play for the ball to be put in play next to the scorer's table, so they'll reverse their field and put it in next to the scorer's table. Haley Scott will trigger it in. Scott looking, gets it to Markham in the backcourt. Markham is going to be fouled in the backcourt, and that will be by Kribbles. Lauren Kribbles with her first personal. And that is just the fourth against Defiance. So they're going to have to commit another foul before the Lions will go to the line. Scott will put the ball in play. Aaliyah Huff is out of the ball game. Rachel Moody has come in for her. Inbounds pass made to Haberthy. Haberthy trying to run out the clock, and boy, what a touch foul that was. Called against Taylor Day. She barely had a fingernail on her, and that's if she went and got an acrylic one made earlier in the game. So Taylor Day picks up the foul. 13.1 seconds to go in the ball game. Haberthy will go line left. Maddie, 22 points here today. She'll shoot the front end of the 1-and-1, puts it up, and it is good. Maddie with 23. That makes it a 3-point game, 61-58. Second one by Haberthy. Hit the back iron, no. Rebound Wolf, and a timeout will immediately be taken by Defiance so they can move it to midcourt. 12.4 to go in the ball game. Your score, it's the Lions 61, the Yellow Jackets 58.
Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community, open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10.
At Mount St. Joseph University, we're on a mission to make sure every single student succeeds in their career. With one teacher for every 11 students, our world-class professors and career counselors will ensure that you not only graduate, but get placed in the career you dreamed of. In fact, 98% of our undergraduates and 100% of our graduate students are working in their field within 6 months of graduation. Discover your potential. Discover the Mount at msj.edu/admissions.
Defiance has no timeouts left. That was their final one. Lions come out with Haberthy, Scott, Markham. Carly Dalton has checked into the ballgame, and McCool for Defiance. They have the ball in near midcourt. Day, Sims, Wolf, Steinbrenner, and Liz Martin, all shooters. They need a 3. Lions will probably foul. There's an inbounds pass knocked away by Markham, gotten back by Sims. Sims then will be fouled by Markham. This is something that Dan Benjamin has said for the last 3 weeks that he wanted to do at the end of regulation against Defiance in the first game, was put them on the line instead of giving them the 3, and he couldn't get the girls' attentions to do it. Dalton will leave the ball game after that foul. Huff is back in for rebounding purposes. Defiance is shuttling players in and out also. They've got Francis in the ball game now, along with Pickens. Going line right will be Sims. 8.6 left to go. Sims, line right, put it up and in. Sims has got 6 in the ball game, and she'll try to sweep the pair here. 61-59. Second one by Sims, good again. That's 7, and now Dan Benjamin will use a 30-second timeout. That's all he has left. 8.6 left to go. Neither team has a timeout left. Now checking in at the scorer's table will be Rachel Moody for the Lions as Dan Benjamin diagrams an inbound play, and you can almost bet he's going to want to get the ball into the hands of either Maddie Haberthy or Mackenzie Markham. Those are your 2 best free throw shooters percentage-wise on the floor right now for the Lions. They lead it by a point, 61-60. Boy, the difference between this ball game, a win and a loss, is 4th place and maybe no playoff appearance at the end of the year whatsoever. Markham, McCool, Moody, Haberthy, and Scott are in the ball game right now for the Lions. Scott will inbound it to the left of the scorer's table. Scott looking, inbounds the basketball to Moody, and she'll be fouled by Wolf. 1.6 went off the clock, so it's 7 seconds. And going line left will be Rachel Moody. Moody this year averages a 1.5 a game, and she has no free throw shooting percentage whatsoever. So Moody will go line left, shooting 2 shots. 7 seconds left, Lions by a point. She puts it up, and it is no good off the back iron. Defiance has no timeouts left. Lions by a point, 61-60. Moody the second one. She's a left-hander. Puts that one up. Got it! Moody hit the free throw. She's out. Dalton in for defense. 7 seconds to go. 2-point Lion lead, 62-60. Now Jaleel Fair-Harris comes into the ball game, and Markham will leave. And Harris is going to be bodied up against Sims. They don't want to get Sims the basketball, but they do. Now Harris is going to pound her. Sims behind the back dribble. Sims top of the key, goes to Steinbrenner. Dumps it off underneath, knocked away, stolen away. Game's over, Lions win it. Big win for the Lions here this afternoon as they win it by the final score of 62-60. And we'll be back to wrap things up from the Harrington Center after these timeouts.
Minutemen Staffing wants you. Currently, Minutemen has more positions than workers. Are you in need of work? Maybe a change in direction? Were you laid off and need money to tide you over? Minutemen can help you out. In most cases, on a temporary to permanent work assignment. Many companies have realized the advantages of hiring all their workers through Minutemen Staffing. If you have warehouse, forklift, welding, general labor, or any other kind of industry experience, give Minutemen a call at 513-579-0010 or stop in at 6600 Dixie Highway in Fairfield to fill out an application. We'll put you to work within 24 hours. We go the extra mile to make sure your new position will be the right one. That's what separates Minutemen Staffing from the rest. With more than 35 years experience in the area, Minutemen Staffing can turn your life around. We're proud that we're helping put Cincinnati back to work. Minutemen Staffing, located in Fairfield at 6600 Dixie Highway. Minutemen Staffing, call today at 579-0010. Minutemen Staffing. Staffing is an equal opportunity employer.
What a big win here this afternoon by the women of Mount St. Joseph University as they pull out a thriller 62-60 over the Defiance Yellow Jackets here this afternoon. Mount St. Joseph now jumps to 7-14 overall on the season. They are 6-8 in Heartland Conference play. Meanwhile, the Yellow Jackets fall to 7-14 on the year. Same identical overall record as the Lions, but they are now 6-8 in Heartland Conference play, and they are now tied with the Lions in the Heartland Conference. This one, boy, it went right down to the very end as normal. Maddie Haberthy led the way with 22 points for the Lions here this afternoon. Haley Scott with 12, Aaliyah Huff 10, Mackenzie Markham with 7, Chloe Jansen 5, Carly Dalton and Cameron McCool each had 2. Jaleel Fair-Harris, what a game she played defensively this afternoon against Nicole Sims all day long. She was in her face and just kept her from doing things that she normally wanted to do. Taylor Day, 16 points in the ballgame. She had 3 3-pointers on 6 of 9 from the field, led the way for Defiance. Josie Wolf with 14 and Taylor Steinbrenner added 13 in the ballgame for Defiance. We'll wrap things up from the Harrington Center on Game 2 of our doubleheader when we come back right after this timeout. Again, your final score, it was Mount St. Joseph 62 and Defiance 60.
At Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers, we utilize ink analytics, our plastic surgeon-developed diagnostics. Our exclusive ink analytics system lets us measure your tattoo against more than 60,000 treatments completed by our team. Reviewing over 40 unique factors about your skin and tattoo, ink analytics is able to predict the number of treatments you'll need to remove your ink, taking the guesswork out of tattoo removal. Because we're so confident in ink analytics, we guarantee our results, which means if your ink is gone before 8 treatments, we will prorate and give you money back. And if your ink is not gone in 8 treatments, we'll continue to treat you at no cost for up to a year. That's the Invisible Ink Guarantee.
Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers works with integrity. Using the innovative Pico Way laser technology, Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers is on the leading edge. Located in Greater Cincinnati at 119 Fairfield Avenue in Bellevue, Kentucky. Schedule a free consultation today by calling them at 866-219-0672.
At Mount St. Joseph, we're on a mission to make sure every single student succeeds in their career. In fact, 98% of our undergraduates are working in their field within 6 months of graduation. Discover the Mount at msj.edu/admissions.
Well, the Lions win it here this afternoon, 62-60 over the Defiance Yellow Jackets. The Lions now will be on the road Wednesday night to play the 6th-ranked team in the country, Transylvania, the Pioneers. And Transy is undefeated in the Heartland Conference. That is why this game was so important for the Lions here this evening, and they managed to pull it out. Defiance, well, they head home, and they will be at Earlham on Wednesday night. That will be a 7:30 contest coming up on Wednesday evening. That's going to do it here from the Harrington Center. So the men win the contest earlier this evening by the final score of 84-78 in Game 1 of the doubleheader, and the women win the second game in a thriller, 62-60. Our thanks to Blake Watson, the Sports Information Director here at Mount St. Joseph University, and all of the people that he works with in his athletic department. Steve Radcliffe, the athletic director, the president of the university, Dr. James Williams. Our thanks to him for giving us permission to do these ball games. Of course, to all of our sponsors for making this possible. Greg Mitchell for producing this afternoon's program. But most of all, our thanks go out to you for listening here this afternoon to this double dip. I'm Dave Mitchell, reminding you once again your final scores. In the men's game earlier, it was Mount St. Joseph 84, Defiance 78. And in the nightcap, Mount St. Joseph 62, Defiance 60 in the women's game. Our next broadcast game coming up on Wednesday night here from the Harrington Center. Final home game of the year for the men as they entertain the Transylvania Pioneers. Until then, it's 7 o'clock on Wednesday night, 7:30 with the tip-off. I'm Dave Mitchell. Have a good night, everybody.
Decided a tattoo you had done isn't for you anymore, but you don't want to go through the long, tedious, and sometimes painful removal process? Now you can have it removed using the innovative Pico Way laser technology from Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers. They're on the leading edge of tattoo removal. Located in Greater Cincinnati at 119 Fairfield Litchfield Avenue in Bellevue, Kentucky. Schedule a free consultation today by calling 866-219-0672. Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers.